Playable characters, we're back. This episode is gonna go down as a favorite, I think. It's awesome. We have a real legend in the studio today. Everybody knows him. Everybody's fought him. Everybody's beat him up. It's Glass Joe, everybody, from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. He has a lot to say in a very weird way. You'll see what I mean in a second. So enjoy Glass Joe. Here we go. Pay attention.
I am.
Creepy weirdo.
I am. Mm-hmm. I am.
Hip to be square.
I am.
Playable Characters Podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Playable Characters Podcast. Am I too hot there? Hot mic?
You come in really hot every time.
It's okay. It gets the crowd excited.
It's
Gets
true.
the fans so into listening to what we're doing here. So, hey guys, how you doing? Calvin,
Doing great. Woo. Welcome, PCP. Yeah. Doing it.
Olip.
I'm doing great. We're doing great. I'm excited to
doing
interview this
great.
person. This is one of the people that I'm very excited to interview.
Yeah, this is one of the
sure.
original ones we wanted on the show today. I'm Brian, by the way. But Calvin, when you said PCP, you're not doing PCP. You mean Playable Characters Podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Which you can find on iTunes,
Yes.
Google Play Music,
Mm-hmm.
Podbean, Stitcher.
Yep.
If you guys have found it there, give us a quick rating or a review or a like, whatever you got to do.
True. And tweet us at Playable Podcast.
Yep. Send us an email, playablepodcast@gmail. All those things.
Yep.
Let's have some fun and interact with the fans. This is going to be a good one today. We have,
Yeah.
I mean, can we say legend, kind of?
I would say, yeah. It's
Legend.
a fighting legend, really.
A fighting legend.
Yeah.
Very excited to have him. I mean, the cool thing, anyone who's played his game knows him because he's the first one that you play.
Well, I don't know his real name, but let's introduce him.
Yeah, ladies and gents,
yeah.
here he is, Glass Joe.
Glass Joe.
Hello.
Bonjour,
Glass Joe.
gentlemen. Bonjour.
Glass. This is thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Joe. Oh, Calvin's got a lot of them.
I know.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That's nice.
Glass Joe, so good to
Seriously,
have you here in the
so
studio. man.
genteel. I'm very impressed.
I mean, he's European. Yeah, makes
I know.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great to meet you.
Is that what's your real name, Glass
Yeah.
Joe?
It is Joe.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Is it Glass Joe?
Oui.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
a perfect name.
I'm
for
surprised
him.
it would be just Glass Joe, not like Ver.
Yeah, I thought
You know?
I thought those were all
See-
nicknames. Yeah.
See, in France it is Ver, but it's for the English. I mean, because we all know that's where the money is.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'm a citizen of the world.
Oh, are you?
Right.
So-
Yeah.
Wait, so how do you say glass in French?
Ver.
There. I didn't know that. So learn something new every day.
I might be pronouncing it very wrong.
What's the French version of Joe? Is like Jose is Spanish? Like
It's not Jose.
No, like that's the Spanish one. Is there a French one?
It's just
Joe.
it's the same, just a little
Joe.
bit shorter. It's just a Joe.
See, that's
Oh, I hear the difference.
Just a
yeah.
little, yeah.
Joe or Joe?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds gross in your American accent, but
Most
just
things
Joe.
do.
Sorry. Yeah.
I
I
agree.
apologize
There is
for
much
that.
nicer.
yeah, it's
Nice.
like
So Glass Joe, how long have you been in America?
I'm visiting. I have been. I this most recent stint I've been in for a year. I find it to be repulsive.
It can
but
be.
I'm trying to push my new wine, and
Oh.
America
Oh,
is
so
an
you're-
emerging market.
What's your new wine? Can you tell us?
It's called Glass of Joe.
Oh my God! Of course.
Yeah, it's
Glass of Joe.
yeah, it's oui. And I was on my first cover of Wine Spectator. It's
Oh.
Wine
yeah.
Spectator.
No, Wine Spectator.
Spectator.
Yeah, see,
T-E-U-R,
it
yes.
doesn't seem different, but it is. It's a tiny. It's the details.
Spectator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oui.
Perfect.
So you're done with the boxing now. You've moved on to.
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
wine.
If it was up to my spirit, I would go to the end of the earth. But my doctor says the brain damage is permanent. So, alas, my
Permanent.
journey has come to an end.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I'm so
mean,
sorry. That's so tragic.
Let's be honest. Hey, you've had a long career in boxing, we can say, right? But not.
I mean, he's fought everybody. He's fought all the legends.
But
Yeah.
not a very good career. Would you? Like, can we say that, or like, how do you feel? I mean, your record. It says right there, 1-99.
I'd like to. I think that is probably the number one misconception of my record. If you have to look at first off, several of those 99 were by decision.
They're not all knockouts.
okay.
And
So you can go the distance.
unfortunately, some of the circuits were very, very just biased,
Corrupt.
How do you say? Corrupt.
against
Yeah.
French people. Do you
Yeah.
think?
Oh yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh we.
Not many French boxers, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
More of a gentle race.
No. We more excel at.
I mean, they're lovers, not fighters, right? That's what I would-
pastries
yeah.
and. But yeah, a little bit less with the boxing. But it's so many decisions. Also, a really important thing I'd like to point out is the opponents I went against. If you notice in Punch-Out, there are no weight classes.
No.
Yeah, that
Uh,
is true. Yeah.
And if you notice, the weight I fought at was 110 pounds at 5'11", and I was put in the ring with in his prime Mike Tyson,
Wow.
Doesn't seem too
who
fair.
Yeah.
even heavyweights he put in the hospital. so
So I mean, was that a decision or did he knock you? I mean, assuming he knocked you out.
we.
Yes.
Do you remember
Yeah.
Do you remember that fight?
I forget that entire week actually.
Oh goodness.
Just like a blur. Just
Yeah.
So you were like his first knockout, maybe?
yeah, I was a lot of people's.
How
first
old was he
knockout.
when he?
You're a trailblazer.
He was a very strong 15.
Wow, strong.
geez.
Fresh out of Brooklyn, just
Yes. Yeah.
but yeah, just so strong, so much passion is what I've been told.
Oh, you don't remember it? Obviously.
No,
Yes.
no. The film I have seen is troubling to say the least.
So you
It's just it's hard to tell where the sweat stops and the tears begin. But it's
This sounds very dramatic.
You were crying after he knocked you out.
that's what I've been told.
Oh, okay. Yes, you don't remember.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's not a pretty sight.
I bet.
What made you decide to get into the Punch-Out League then?
Since I was a kid, I've always had a certain endurance. And if anything, even though, and let's face it, a lot of these fights, losses. I admit to this.
Yeah.
But considering I'm fighting people over 100 pounds heavier than me, the fact that they're the 6-round decisions,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
That's good.
full. If there was any god in this worthless fighting circuit who had any sense of dignity to, I don't know, maybe the dude who's 110 pounds should not fight the future heavyweight rapist.
Oh my God.
Maybe those should be.
Alleged. No, he was convicted.
No,
Never mind.
Yeah,
it was a conviction. It was confirmed.
No. A jury of his peers felt very differently. They were not undecided.
Yeah,
That
was not a decision.
That was his loss
yeah,
by
that was-
decision.
That was not a technical
That was
knockout.
not technical,
Yeah.
I've thought about this. Like, how come, like, you're even Little Mac. We can get to him soon. Obviously, I'm sure you have a relationship there. Like, he's a little kid going against King Hippo, this 500-pound thing, super macho man. Like,
He's
like,
a prodigy.
King
No
Hippo,
weight classes though. That
I
seems to be a.
I would like to point out about King Hippo.
Nowadays-
King Hippo, a man who refused to even weigh in or your height. Both his height and weight are listed as question mark.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
the kind of fighting circuit I was supposed to compete on as a 110-pound man.
Why
Yeah.
do it though? Was it money was good or?
Yeah, boxing has been my only love. And,
I guess the passion. Yeah.
And I wanted to prove myself. And honestly, I mean, people don't talk about it. The one win I had. Pretty impressive.
Oh,
Who did you
win
against?
We don't know.
Who did you
Let's-
Nick Bruiser.
Nick from Super Punch Out.
Nick Bruiser has only one loss, and it is to me.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Fact.
Please walk us through this.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Nick Bruiser was he the final guy of Super Punch Out? I think big ball
Oui.
guy, jacked as hell.
Yep.
like really strong.
One loss, and it is to me. We got in the ring. We kind of circled a bit. He was kind of taunting me. I was taunting him, as I am wont to do.
Yeah.
And then I got nervous and started crying, as I do. And he backing up. I went for the jab. He backed up, slipped on my puddle, hit his head on the turnbuckle, and 10 seconds later,
that was the knockout.
Wow.
Wow.
very brief championship.
Oh, that was a championship fight. So you were the
Wow.
champion.
Short,
That's Calvin clapping.
yeah,
That's not a
shortly
malfunction.
held. Yeah.
I mean, that's still work though.
You won it. In the
but
books, that's a win.
The
Yeah.
problem is not. It's the way people perceive these things.
Yeah.
Because people still think, oh, Glass Joe, ha ha ha,
We do think that.
Right.
one,
But-
1 in 99, loser, they don't. I mean, it's a pretty impressive one.
It
Yeah.
balances
For
out.
a 110-pound man
That's
who
true.
I was 38 at the time to beat
Oh my
to
gosh.
beat an undefeated super heavyweight champion.
Yes.
I mean, to me, I think in most people's lives that would be the headline: 110-pound,
Yeah.
38-year-old beats 250-pound super heavyweight. But
Yes.
no, the people just you lost so many times.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want to say, I think most people don't know how hard it is to be a boxer. So like a normal
people could
person,
guess.
you would probably just beat them up, right? Like easily.
Oh, of course. God forbid you match me up against someone my size. I mean, at 110 pounds, I'm probably at least 50 pounds heavier than Calvin. But if things came to fisticuffs, Calvin would be very displeased with the result.
Really?
Calvin, you think the Glass Show would probably beat you up?
I don't know. I mean, I grew up in Brooklyn, so
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, an unexpected sassiness I was not expecting.
Sassiness from a gay black guy? What?
Perhaps I was the one who misjudged.
Now, do you still talk to Nick? Does he have this grudge against you that you smudged his perfect record?
I mean, you'd like to think he would have some humility. He does not. He
Just hates
actively hates my guts. Part of why I came to America was to escape him. And I am actively on the run.
Does he bully you? Or he's trying to like
mean tweets or something, or what is he doing?
I mean, his last name literally is Bruiser.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's not. His name isn't like Nick Forgiveness.
So none of those names.
It's not like Nick let stuff go. It's just water under the bridge. In fairness, that would be a long name. But
I thought these names were nicknames in the game. I didn't realize everyone's names were real names.
Yeah.
yeah, it's European names, so different.
I would think.
Wait, so Joe, do you not have a last name?
Huh?
Do you not have a last name then?
It's Joe.
With Bruiser being after me, I feel like were I to publicize that, it would make me that much easier to track.
Right.
Oh, fair enough.
It's kind of
Yeah.
a witness protection type.
I always thought Piston Honda was like his real name. For some reason, that just sounds like a real name. Versus
Yeah,
like-
I
because
think so.
I mean he's
Great
Asian. They
Tiger.
could have any kind of names.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite? I guess, or do you have
Yeah,
like, a close
friends?
friend
Yeah.
in the Punch Out circuit? Is there anybody
friends,
that's-
probably Tom Flamenco.
Yeah.
Our styles were similar. We
They
both,
were.
Yeah.
but a little bit of showmanship, a little bit of
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
he used to like do with the
Ole.
rose in his
Yeah.
mouth.
I mean, what is the point of sport if not to entertain? And he would put on a
To
show.
win.
My least favorite was the Indian Gentleman.
Great Tiger.
Yeah, why is that?
Yeah.
Well, for
Oh,
one
it's getting
thing,
mad.
getting back to this super poorly run boxing circuit with no weight classes. One time I come to the ring and all of a sudden, there's no way I must be missing. Is there a tiger in that
Right.
corner, like a live fucking tiger?
Right.
Yeah.
And they said we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and then we get in the ring, and I was like, that's staying on, and he was like, yep, he's gonna fight with a protective turban. I don't,
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I would certainly have enjoyed to be allowed to fight with some padding on my head.
That's good.
Probably
That's a
would
good
have saved
point.
me some concussions.
Yep.
Also, he uses
Uh,
magic,
yeah.
right? He cheats because he's kind of
Yeah,
teleporting.
and that's the point I'm getting to. Least favorite part. Only during the fight do I realize this guy can fucking disappear.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cheat. That's
And
cheating.
no points deducted. They're like,
No.
oh, this is his style. His style is to sometimes not be visible.
Yeah, it doesn't
Right,
seem very
yes.
fair.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's tough to get a fine sparring partner to prepare for that.
Who was running this league?
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of. It was a shady mix of just like just the worst people. It was just all of the worst possible human beings. It was
Like Americans.
Like Don King, something like that, maybe.
so much worse.
Worse
than
than
Don
Don
King.
King. Okay.
Worse than Don King. It was the ghost from Pac-Man.
Oh.
Were
Oh.
some of the people running it, which. Again, I mean, when you're dealing with people who are literally undead, already it's a bad start.
They don't care. Yeah.
And just so many just bad characters. Like villains you've seen from other games.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So what was your training like?
Yeah, you were
like-
in good shape. You just
Sure.
know. not the best luck. That's all.
Yeah, a lot of it is, when I'm training, I choose, I only drink performance wines.
That's-
Like
So like Moscatos.
oh yeah, we just just some little bit more robust than normal.
You want more robust ones?
Yeah, exactly.
Like stronger ones.
I eat wheat baguettes.
Really?
Whole wheat baguettes.
Smoke low tar cigarettes. I reach the high level I'm known for.
Yeah, I mean, so that
Look,
I mean,
if you're going to go the distance of getting beaten in the 7th round, I mean, you're going to
The only training Little Mac did apparently was just run along the boardwalk next to the Statue of Liberty, and he became champion. I mean, tell us about your relationship with Mac. Do you guys still talk? You were his first knockout, I guess, also.
Yeah, again, I've been a stepping stone in so many careers.
Yeah.
I mean, journeyman. Let's say journeyman. You don't want to say stepping stone, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is a journey. And then it's not who's to say what the beginning or end of that is.
Right.
Yeah. 10 seconds is the end.
But, Little Mac, very impressive. I mean, the fact that he was able to do what I could not in defeating Mike Tyson as one of the very few people who were my own size. Again, weight-wise, even the lightest other fighter other than me in Punch-Out was still 30 pounds heavier than me. I can't overemphasize that enough. Little Mac was another. I mean, he was a small, obviously very petite, but I mean, worked incredibly hard to not be happy for a success story like that.
Yeah.
So what made you finally decide to leave Punch-Out?
It was
Well, he said the doctors.
it's a less funny answer, but CTE. Every day I lose more and more memories. It's a debilitating disease. My nervous system is slowly being eaten away.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Goodness.
It seems to have affected your accent too. It seems to drop out.
Yeah, that's where CTE affects first is
Really,
the accent part of your language.
That's
brain.
right. Yes.
Never do that.
You remember the words, but you don't say them with the emphasis you'd like to. And nothing hurts me more. I would rather be able to not speak at all than speak French without my French accent I'm known for. But here it is. It's terrible.
Oh.
Sometimes it sounds like a bad Italian accent. It's just it's terrible. It's I'm a shell of my
Have you
former
thought about
self.
working with a speech coach just to get it back on track?
It's hard to find a coach who specifically tutors in poor French accents. A lot of people only will teach language; they won't teach obnoxious accents.
Yes.
But if you find someone who teaches such things, please
We'll
pass,
let you know.
pass the number on to me.
Yeah.
Very curious to learn.
Interesting.
Certainly will. So you went straight from Punch-Out, retired, and then straight into wine, or did you try do something?
Yeah. Why not
between?
UFC, something like that? Maybe.
Or thought about like street fighting?
Why not more getting hit in the face?
Yeah, it was
A
so
little Mortal
tempting
Kombat?
It was tempting to go to even more brutal forms of fighting at age 38, having already suffered
You've always been
90
38.
He's always 38.
after always. Well, if you remember, and even with Mac, I was already ready to retire.
That's right.
Yeah.
Had to deal with very tight boxing gloves,
Right.
which just brutal. I mean, my trainer is just. But yeah, I went through a brief time. I had a protege. I trained someone.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that did not go well. He only had one victory, which was against me.
Oh,
He's also in Super Punch-Out.
who's that?
The
Gabby J.
we.
Oh.
Gabby J, the old man.
I was Gabby J.
So
He
your
was,
protege was older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Gabby J? He would say,
A little
yay.
bit. Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
his calling card. Yay.
I did decide to train him. And unfortunately, his success was similar.
Yeah, he didn't do so well.
Yeah.
Did he approach you or did you approach him?
He approached me. He said, you have this tenacity that I want in my fighting. And it's most of the time people, when they seek out a trainer, they look at people who punch really well or...
You think?
yeah. But for him, he was most looking for just raw stamina, which... Who am I to say what brings people into your life?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I mean, you say you had a similar career, but
most people don't remember Gabby J. People know Glass Joe.
Yeah.
So that's one thing you have on Gabby there.
Also, I think at least in America, I can't speak for France, but we always talk about when you fail or when something goes wrong, you don't give up, you get back in there, and who exemplifies that more than you?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, first off, for all the people who look at me and they say, "Oh, Glass Joe," I mean, how many fights have you ever been in your entire life?
That's a really good point.
One.
That's true.
I mean, especially as an adult.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Definitely not at 38 and 115 pounds.
That's the thing. People way underestimate how much it hurts to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
So
A lot of
painful.
times, too.
And to do 100 competitive fights against people 100 pounds heavier than me, it's people would be surprised. Also, again, for my weight, I would do very well. I mean, you find me someone who's 110 pounds. You find me a strong middle schooler, and
Right.
I will at least give that kid a competitive fight.
Right. Now, back when I was playing the game, I don't know if you guys, the scariest guy for me was Mr. Sandman. Like, he just freaked me out. I thought he was.
I don't think I ever.
Yeah, I
got
don't
up to
remember
Mr.
him.
Sandman.
He was 2 before Tyson. It was it was Macho Man. It was
Yeah.
Sandman, Macho Man, then
Sandman's
Tyson, right?
huge.
Yeah, he was a big, scary looking dude
Yeah.
to me. So
I mean, you get up
he
in
had the uppercuts.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
when I go against Don Flamenco or the fighters like my size, I would barely lose. I mean, to the point where if you were to make an argument on my side, you would not look foolish. Like,
Right.
I mean, it's
Right, okay.
Flip a coin.
At least what you would say competitive. Like it's like, but like you get to that size, you get to Bald Bull, who's
Bull.
298 pounds,
Monsters.
who just charges at you.
Yeah.
And again, he's almost literally 3 times the size of you.
That's not even a real boxing move, just charging at it.
Yeah.
That seems that should be illegal.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Brian. That should be illegal.
Yeah.
There's so much. Live tigers should be illegal.
Right.
Disappearing should be illegal.
Yeah.
Wearing a crown during a fight that someone's trying to hit you in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not wearing a
Did
belt.
you ever take this up with the referee?
Oh,
Mario.
the time. And this is a problem. You take it up with the referee. They say this squeaky wheel gets the grease. In this case, all it got was a bunch of bullshit decisions.
Mario was the ref.
I never saw him break up a fight. He would just come in after they're knocked
You
out.
go,
Yeah.
brr,
Yeah.
brr, brr,
He doesn't like
brr,
come
brr,
in
brr.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at someone like Mario who wears so many metaphorical hats. I mean, obviously, how much time and effort is he going to devote to being a referee
That's true.
when he's also a plumber and fighting and jumping barrels to get a girl back from a giant gorilla and a racing league and
right.
Speaking of which,
a doctor who throws pills at people.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a dude who has so many passions. I mean, how much effort is he really?
He's a painter.
And it shows.
he probably just did it for the money. They hey, we got Mario. Let's pay him a lot of money to be like a guest referee.
So he's like a celebrity referee.
Master of none.
Master of
Jack
none.
of all
He
trades.
even did
Master of
tennis.
none.
He was like the tennis.
Oh,
judge.
yeah, that's right. He did
He's done
tennis.
a lot of.
Yeah.
He's done a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're right.
Poorly.
Speaking of the barrels, we had Pauline on a few weeks ago. You and Pauline from Donkey Kong used to be
You guys were together for a
Yeah,
while.
you know, not all of my victories are listed on my record.
All right.
It's a little.
Oh, I see that.
I'll go in too. We do a little fist
Yeah.
pounds here.
Yeah, zip
Do a
pounds.
fist pound, but Joe did not get knocked out. It's fine.
Yeah.
we can
Oh,
go.
my knuckles. Still,
He's okay.
a lot of these knuckles have seen a lot of pain. Ouch.
Yes.
She
Tech
told us
gloves,
that
tech
she
gloves.
would encourage you to not keep fighting because she hated to see you get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
In
could-
the ring, she hated to see me get hurt. In the bedroom, other story.
Whoa.
Wow.
She deliberately sought me out because I was someone who could take so much punishment. If you have an S&M fetish, you seek out people who aren't going to just yell out the safe word immediately. And you don't take 99 losses in a boxing ring by giving up immediately. So,
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this.
Did
So
you-
was this the real reason why you broke up?
I don't want to get into my personal life. I only want to talk about what we did in the bedroom. I don't want to get into some things are just better left unsaid.
Right.
Did you plan to stop at 100 fights? Like, has that ever been done before?
I think the
Besides,
record it only goes
some
up to
crazy
99.
UFC
I think you can't count. There's not a third digit.
And that was the problem with the league. I wanted to
Really?
fight again, but they were like, we just refused to buy a third digit.
that sucks.
And
Wow.
I mean, it worked out that my doctors right at that point were telling me to stop anyway. And they're like, I was lobbying to get them to add an extra digit to allow me to lose 100 times. And my doctor was like, maybe this is not the fight for you.
Well, then you could have lost
Maybe-
potentially 999 times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been even worse.
Yeah. I mean, I like to think that my body would just limit me at some point. Like that, like, I mean, I'd like to think that the sweet release of death would have come sometime around like 130.
Right.
But
I think most boxers box once or twice, not even twice a year, right? Probably just once a year, maybe
Probably
twice.
once a year.
How many
Yeah.
times, like per year? Because do 100's a lot. How many times a year did you fight?
I mean, all the time. I mean, sometimes twice in a day.
So you'd lose a fight and then fight again. Yeah.
That's not safe.
And to go in with that optimism, that second fight, it really took a lot of positive thinking. I mean, obviously none of it worked out, but like, just even to have the belief, I'm very proud of.
Wow.
Now, did you come into boxing as Glass Joe, or was that like I thought it was because of you had a glass jaw. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
No,
no.
see, common misconception. It's in France. It's the word vert. It also it's transparent. And because I'm someone who always wore my heart on my sleeve.
Oh, like Honest Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was. But of course, because I am prone to knockout, then it took on its second meaning.
Gotcha. Okay. So when into your career was the Nick Bruiser victory? So you were like, oh, and what?
Oh, I mean, that was actually my second to last fight.
Really? So you?
I won, and a lot of people at that point were like, cash in your chips. This is probably not going to get way better for you based on what we've seen so far. And then the next fight, I lost to a small girl.
They let a girl fight in this boxing league too?
They again, live tiger.
Yeah.
They allow live tiger. Anybody. It would be really weird to draw a line of gender.
So did you make?
I was also too proud to punch a woman. Also, didn't have the reach. So those were the two reasons I chose not to hit her.
Interesting. So did you make? I mean, some good money for 100 fights. I would imagine. At this point, you're kind of like people who just want to go see Glass Joe get knocked out. Like, did you make a lot of money from this?
See, you would think so,
Yeah.
but you would also think they would provide health insurance
Because
because
that's
they
actually the next
didn't
thing I was going to ask you about.
offsetting costs. I almost broke even money wise, but then
almost. So you lost.
But
money.
I well see from the actual fight purses lost money, but then the endorsements. In France, I'm a hero.
What are some things you?
I'm
endorse?
the most successful French boxer of all time.
You and it's only you and probably someone else.
Nick Bruiser.
Is he French?
He's French.
No. I mean, that fight made me the most successful French
right.
boxer
Okay,
of all
yeah,
time.
Gotcha.
Wow. Yeah, what were you endorsing?
What else?
Like colognes? Wines?
Wines. Briefly, cappuccino. Just a specific, not even a coffee shop, just a specific cappuccino.
Okay.
It's hard to explain French culture if you haven't,
It's too hard.
if you haven't been.
Just like cigarettes and wine, right? That's like.
Oh, you think you would have marketed glasses as well, like Joe Glass?
Yeah, in hindsight,
Or
it's so clear, pun intended. But
Not many things are very clear in his mind
Yeah.
right now.
yeah, it's a blur. It
Yeah.
is.
Very interesting. You guys have any more questions for the
No,
legend?
I mean, I'm just glad that you're still able to talk and walk around, and I'm definitely looking forward to this Glass of Joe.
Yeah. Are the other boxers haven't too? I haven't followed up with any of them, but.
Again, so many of the fighters are so hard to keep up with. I mean, even when King Hippo was in the league, no one even knew what his height or weight was.
Right. And
And his location was unknown.
Oh, I thought it was like Hippo Island.
It was Hippo Island, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun geography question. Where is Hippo Island?
That's a good question.
Might as well be on there.
I thought he might have been like
You can name the location,
like,
but if you don't say where it is, it still doesn't narrow it down so
somewhere
much.
like in the Southeast Asia, like Micronesia or something.
Maybe.
One of those.
A lot of
islands.
racists jump to that conclusion,
Yeah,
but there's no way to know.
Okay.
There's just no way.
Wow. Well, Glass Joe, thank you so much for coming by. Do you want to play a quick game with us? Would that be fun for
Yeah.
you? We do a little version of a Fuck, Marry, Kill called Wed, Bed, Dead here on the podcast. And We have a random number generator. Let me just beep, bop, boop, boop. Do it here. And we have some fun names. I think these will be pretty good. So here we go. We have another legend, Samus.
Yeah.
The guy from Metroid.
The woman from
That's
Metroid.
right. From Metroid. We have
spoiler alert.
A twist on another one we actually had in our second episode. We have the blob as a trampoline.
Oh.
We had a blob as a ladder once, but this is a blob as a trampoline.
That's a lot more fun.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. And I think I know what Calvin's doing. Ken from Street Fighter. Ken from Street Fighter 2010, the next victory.
I mean, is that
what's that robot Ken? The Street
Fighter?
Oh,
the Ken Cyborg?
no, it's the regular.
Oh man, if it was Cyborg Ken.
Not Cyborg Ken.
So it's wed, bed, dead. You understand the game.
Yeah. So Joe, do the honors. Who would you wed, bed, dead? Who would you wed? Samus, the blob is a trampoline from Boy and His Blob.
Yeah.
And Ken from Street Fighter. Who would you like to wed?
Wed Samus, strong female, obvious reasons. Bed. I think Blobber's Trampoline could be a fun night. And
but where would your bits go?
Yeah.
Or
I mean, you could
wherever I want.
Yes.
I mean, it's where could they not go? I mean, there's.
It stretches. The
it's
trampoline.
pretty much wide open.
Yeah.
It's,
it seems very dominating. Wherever I want them to go.
Yeah. That's an open goal.
Yeah.
As we would say. And kill Ken. Just so I could have a second victory.
That's right.
Yeah, you could have a
against
victory
a
over
fighter.
Be nice.
Yeah, it might be
Double my victory count.
Interesting.
That's good.
Pretty diverse
I like
group.
that, yeah. What about you?
It's a tough one.
It is.
It's a tough one. So if I bed the trampoline, that's only one night with that trampoline. Right?
That's what
I think I would marry the trampoline because I would like to have a trampoline for my whole life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
follows you
every
around.
day.
How would you explain at parties? How would you introduce?
This is my
hello,
this
everyone.
is my trampoline. My wife trampoline. This is.
Did you see our engagement photos on Facebook? We're so happy together. who
is not happy?
We just came back from the Cayman Islands.
Is someone sad in a trampoline photo? Like you could never be sad with
unless
a
you're
trampoline.
falling off of it. But
yeah.
I think she'd be good to be like, I'm gonna catch you.
But it's a blob, right? So it's soft. It can
it's
like
a soft trampoline.
Yeah.
soft trampoline.
But it's still trampoline.
I would marry the trampoline. I'd wed the trampoline. I would bed Samus because I am just a boring straight guy and I bed women. Which I'm assuming she's straight. I don't know. Maybe she's asexual because she's always by herself.
That's true too.
Who knows?
She could be alien sexual.
Yeah, but she can turn into a ball and stuff. So there's probably things that can happen there.
Hey, I dropped down to the couch. Can you get it for me? She can roll on the
right.
couch.
Yeah.
And get
Well, I'm betting her,
Get the
so
remote.
I'm not a.
Oh, you're betting just
I'm
one.
betting
Oh, I'm
her,
sorry.
so,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh,
Unless you're making that part of it sexually, you're like, like foreplay. First, get the remote that I left on the couch. You're getting it because you're bad.
Yeah.
Like we could be having. What if we're like
watch Law and Order
in the middle of intercourse?
You help me get some stuff from the high shelves.
Yeah.
I don't understand how rolling into a ball helps with that, but
Yeah,
You
I mean,
never
you
know.
don't until you
yeah,
meet
it's
the
true.
person.
Well, she can bounce with the bomb. She can
Yeah,
jump.
yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
But then
Yeah.
she'd be blowing shit. I'm sorry. This is your thing. She'd be blowing shit up though with the bombs.
I wouldn't use the bombs. What I would do is I would in mid intercourse I would have her turn into the ball and I would see what would happen. That seems like a very
As you're
interesting-
in.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
weird.
that sounds a little
That's
dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like that would be a really good time for a Q&A with her of like, hey, have you
Yeah,
ever
before
had a dude's dick inside you when you did the ball thing? If so, what were the
What happened?
results? How did that go?
Yeah.
Because she's constantly spinning.
That seems
No,
like
she doesn't have to spin.
Though she does though. If you
No.
just sit there still, the ball's spinning.
Yeah,
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm
Even
a
as
little
someone
worried.
who likes pain in the bedroom, I feel like this sounds
too
like a
much.
bad time for
might be
trial and
too much.
error.
I think it would just like helicopter. It's like put your dick in a helicopter propeller.
Yeah.
You just spin it around.
No, I
together.
wouldn't want to do
Not
that.
too late.
Yeah.
No. Too late? Okay.
Too
Well,
late.
I,
Yeah, you
like a
already
rocket
promised.
I would
machine.
still bet her though.
The balance
But-
in.
Because she has, she can do different attachments with the arm, so
Yeah.
maybe she can do something cool with
Okay.
that.
If
So
one of the attachment of vagina insufficient
Yeah,
for you,
yeah,
you
yeah.
want to
Yeah.
You think
What
that
if she had
has
a
an
vagina
attachment-
arm and a?
you think she has an attachment that would be better?
I don't know. She has alien technology. I don't know what she's got.
All right.
So, and then I guess I would have to, unfortunately, kill Ken because I'm a Ryu guy anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ken's always a better choice. I
He's
know
a
Calvin's
dickhead,
the
though.
last, but
He's a dickhead.
Maybe. All right.
I mean,
So
he's kind of shallow, but you know, he's rich.
see, I'm
So practical.
I'm from Brooklyn.
I'm also very torn here because I can make a case for all these for all options.
Well, then
You know,
talk us through it.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
know,
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Let us know.
What's a 411? Let us
If
know.
I marry Ken, I got this ninja, really strong.
He's not a ninja.
War-
He's not a ninja.
Ken?
He's a karate guy.
No, he's not.
Well, no, okay, not a ninja. He's a kung fu master.
Stop being racist,
Kung
okay?
fu master.
See, and that's the thing that's going to come up
It's
in a
not kung
marriage.
fu either.
Yeah.
What
For
is
the
it?
millionth time, not
What's
a
his
ninja.
What's his fighting style? It's not kung fu.
It's
Karate.
It's karate.
They call it like Shotokan.
Shotokan
Shotokan,
karate. Yeah,
okay.
it's karate.
So I have this guy that can shoot fireballs and protect me. And I think it's just
You're always
You,
looking for
Brian, you
protection.
just
not a
love.
bad
You are
thing.
6'7".
Yeah, and yet you always want to be the little spoon
It's
in every relationship.
I'm just saying it's not a
Yeah, I mean, I'm 5'11", 110 pounds, and I look to dominate. He is 9 feet tall, and
not a bad
just want to
thing
feel
to have.
safe in someone's arms.
I'm just saying.
Apparently,
Samus, obviously, you want to. I mean, every young boy back when they realized that she was a woman after playing the entire game, that was one of the first twist endings in gaming history. I
Yeah.
think. It's still one of the.
You think that led some people to be transgender? They were like, "Oh, maybe I'm a woman too." Like,
hopefully, it led some women to be
some-
space alien
yeah, maybe
fighters
that happened too.
With
in a
vagina
classically male-dominated industry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think, you want to bed Samus, obviously, but marrying. My neighbor on the block from me when I was growing up had a trampoline, and I loved this thing. It was a big one. We'd
Yeah.
3 or 4 of us at a time. Even though the mom said just one of yours, we'd always jump on there. and it
Oh,
was
so you're like just
Oh.
gangbanging it.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
You could have
So
a three-way
daring.
with that
to have a
trampoline.
Playing by their
trampoline
own
on.
rules.
but the trampoline is only good for one. It's like one of the gym ones. It's only good for one person.
So one-person trampoline.
in the game.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean,
Well, it's not necessarily a gym trampoline.
I don't know if she can make it to be so she can be an enormous trampoline. That would be
Okay.
better.
The blob is definitely an it.
I'm making it a she. So I think
This is the one case where no one could argue. In this case, gender truly is fluid.
Yeah.
I think again, marrying the blob would be great. Marrying Samus would be great. So what I'm gonna, my
You got to choose.
my final answer though,
For marry, wed,
yeah, I'm gonna marry.
wed. Say
Sorry,
wed,
I'm gonna
God
wed.
damn
We
it.
got
It's a trademark.
we got to brand our shit. Here. I'm gonna
Brian wants to
marry.
everything.
I'm gonna marry the blob.
Wed.
I'm sorry. You know what? Scratch that. I'm gonna wed Samus
Why?
because, again, I always go back. Like, will I still be able to bed the person I marry in this scenario?
Well,
I
that's
say
the whole
yes.
point. No, the whole point
But
of
I say
marriage that
no.
you're not, or if fine,
Really?
if you are, the sex has to be really mediocre. That's the whole point. You're just spending the rest of your life with this.
Is this Samus? Is this Zero Suit Samus
I mean, she can change into it
with the blue
Is-
suit?
Yeah, but
It's
you
a-
get into fights
I mean,
and stuff. This is like a
You
real.
marry her,
this
you
is
get
a real
the whole
marriage.
wardrobe.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not- you're
Okay.
not-
Exactly. You get the whole. You get Zero Suit. You get
Yeah.
the full plate.
Yeah.
You get like the one where she's
You go on
infected.
road trips and she gets hungry and you get fights. This is like a real marriage. You
Yeah.
got to work at it, kind of thing.
All right, I'm gonna bed Samus then.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll just bed once, make it a good one, not doing the ball trick.
Right, and
which
she's
is-
traveling all the time. You know, just,
She's not around a lot. That's why I say marry. Okay. I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna marry Ken of the Blob. I mean, I don't know. It would be so cool to have this guy around. Just
Ken-
like
Ken, he's always wearing cutoffs.
I feel like I know
He's wearing
people
cut-off sleeves
who
all the time.
have had actual marriage that they put less thought into than this.
I know.
well, that's why this is such a great segment, such a groundbreaking segment on this groundbreaking podcast.
I've like already thought about it.
Yeah.
It's like 5 times over. I'm like, tired.
Okay, so the trampoline. It's not going to last. The fun is not going to last that long. I think.
Oh my god, you're totally wrong.
I'm going to kill the trampoline. I'm going to dead the
Oh
trampoline.
my
Wow.
god,
I'm
that's
going to marry Ken. I want Ken around. I think
No, that's fair.
it would be fun. Like,
More fun than a trampoline.
okay.
first of all, anytime Showtime comes on the train, I'll be like, why don't you guys shut up? They'll be like, why don't you make me? I'll be like, Ken, my husband will make you, and he'll just Hadouken, just blow the F train
So
up to bits.
you would marry Ken because you multiple times have fantasized about murdering the kids who dance on the train.
Yeah.
We all have.
Just,
so yes.
You want to just kill young black teenagers
No.
who
Yeah.
are
No.
slightly irritated.
Oh no! I mean,
You know our lives matter,
no,
Brian,
no,
right?
no,
You know that our lives matter.
No, I mean,
That's
yeah,
just one example.
No, I mean, I'm sure there's lots of like white Showtime dance crews.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one.
The only one I can think of is
no, nothing coming.
It's just one example of the many times that Ken would come in handy.
What
Right.
if a woman
For your
is
racist murder
clipping her
fantasy.
fingernails?
Or like when like say someone is really loud at the movie scene. Like of any race, nothing in particular.
You have an instant solution to some
Right.
problem.
Ken is spelled with 3 Ks, Brian.
Your white blonde savior to be able to like really your pure Aryan
Looks
guardian
really-
angel.
Look, it looks really bad what you're saying, but that's not where I'm going with this. I just think it would be a nice thing to have around.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna use him as an attack dog?
When people are playing,
He's a fighter.
when
That's
some
what he
people are
does.
playing their music too loud,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
You know,
Like-
Ken David Duke Masters. You
How
know,
about when
it's
some
fine.
lady even has like her bags on the train? It's covered.
You're gonna have
3
him
seats.
fight a woman?
I'm not gonna have him maybe start firing his hands and be like, "Lady, you want to move those?"
her
bag?
her
Just to try to
her
threaten
foot
her.
locker bags.
Yeah, just to try to look. You guys are trying to to the wrong thing.
She's probably an Asian woman.
I just,
bet, huh?
I just said I don't think
You know,
it would be the
her
worst
red,
thing
red grocery bag. I just want her to move her red
to
grocery bag.
have a
has
killing
bok choy in
machine
it. Uh-huh.
as your friend.
So you just want power, and you
Why
want
not?
Just,
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
You want to abuse
White
your
power.
power. What if-
it is not a race thing? I just happen
What if
to
there
be
happens
that
to be-
way.
Brian, by the way, you know Ken is actually half Japanese.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
I'm just saying he might.
Doesn't look it, so but I'm fine with it.
As long as he doesn't look it.
No, I didn't say as long as.
I'm gonna edit it so it sounds like you said as long as.
And this is our last podcast, everyone.
cut out the whole rest of the podcast. So it's just him. Hey
At least he
everyone,
doesn't look it. At least he doesn't. No, come on.
just call the podcast. This is why I would marry Ken.
Look, these are my choices. I don't want to have a blob around all the
No,
time.
that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so you guys do the boring choice, which is fine.
All right. Well, I have learned a lot.
See, I'm making you think.
I mean, to not marry you.
Well,
You can't protect him, so it's no,
Yeah.
you'll never marry.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
The important thing is if you see him at a party with Ken, you just leave that party.
So I.
Well, if I come to the party, I'm going to jump on your trampoline.
Yeah.
You know?
I
That's
mean,
my
my
wife, bro.
Yeah.
My
seriously.
trampoline's just for fucking. You're gonna jump on my trampoline. You're gonna push me out of the way first. I'm already on that thing. Oh yeah.
There goes,
Trampoline
there goes
is-
his accent again.
It's a
Yeah.
rocket.
Totally
Don't
gone.
come and knock
Oh
it.
god.
Oh,
This
goodness.
crippling brain injuries.
Calvin, who would
Calvin.
you wed by dead?
So, well, I would marry Ken. I would
Oh.
wed Ken.
Really?
Same,
But-
but for different reasons, probably.
Because Ken is a
To beat
provider.
up white guys.
And yeah.
Provider, he wears.
You know, for like those times where, like, say, you're at a protest and someone's trying to say all lives matter, and, you could just gather the fire and be like,
Yeah.
hey.
Okay, so
Yeah.
kind of the same
You know,
reason.
I'm
so
just
he's
saying-
he's
Yeah.
an interchangeable race warrior, basically.
Yeah.
He is a warrior. He's literally Street Fighter the
But
world
So
warrior.
okay,
two
but I
people
would
decided to marry
legitimately-
Ken to settle their racial scores.
I'm just saying, Ken could cure some racial tension.
If we have Ken on this
Cure.
podcast, we
yeah,
Cure.
cure. That use of the word cure is,
that's
from someone who lived in a continent hit by World War II is disturbing.
That's
to say the
evil.
least.
Yeah, that's evil.
But
Calvin.
but on a real note though, Ken, I mean, I think that Ken is a good provider. He's rich. He has a jet. He could take me places. I like going places. I like traveling.
who says he has a jet?
Oh, Ken has a jet.
Guile may have a jet. I don't know if Ken does.
Oh, Kyle's just in the Air Force. He's just renting that shit. Ken has a
Yeah,
jet.
that's the government's property.
I don't
It
know.
is.
I mean,
yeah.
technically, we all own that jet.
Oh,
Or you do.
owners.
I don't pay American taxes.
So I would.
You're
definitely-
really
I would-
assimilating. Your accent is just getting
I know,
strong.
seriously.
More American
It's,
as we speak.
We're in Brooklyn
Yeah.
now, so I mean,
That's
It's
true.
Yeah.
So I would definitely. I would wed Ken.
all right.
Wed Ken.
I would bed Samus. I think that
Why Samus?
That's
well,
two-
not
Are
with
you
the
really
ball
gay?
thing.
You're
That's
betting against women.
2 episodes in a row where he's betting a woman.
Well, because no, I think that Samus would be really fun in bed, and plus, like Samus,
That's
I
what you
think
said last
good-
time.
You know,
Women are fun in bed, Calvin.
Yes,
One
I mean,
time
I,
it's-
gay.
I
one
have
time
slept
it's a
with one. It
coincidence.
is fine. That is the thing that I've done. It's
One
okay.
time it's a coincidence. 2 times, starting to sound like you're a closet straight.
You guys, we've learned a lot. Brian's a racist, and I have to come out as straight.
Why did you choose to be gay?
Yeah.
Calvin? Like,
You gotta.
And being gay for Ken, we're gonna go out antiquing. I hate antiquing. I don't know why. I fucking
Wouldn't
said
you
that.
rather fuck
But-
Ken? I thought you'd want to fuck Ken. He's a pretty blonde boy.
Oh no, I would fuck Ken. Well,
You're not gonna be
No,
able to.
he's
though.
married.
You guys say I cannot fuck who I marry.
okay, but I could like make out with Ken, right?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay,
I would,
make out.
yeah.
All right.
We'll have sensuous makeouts over Netflix.
All right.
That'll be like, but I'm fine with that. Don't give me that look, Glass Joe. We can make out over Dear White People together. It'd be fucking great. And then I can like, be like, hey, Ken, by the way, half your people fucked this up. So be aware of that. And then I can
It sounds
educate
great for
him.
Ken.
Yeah. oh,
It's a marriage.
Calvin, tell me what else is problematic. Please go on. We
Ken,
have
watch me
we
beat
have our whole lifetimes. Please do go on.
All right. And so you.
That's the secret to every interracial marriage, by the way. The white guy just is like, "Oh no, you're right. I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know you didn't get that job because of me, and I apologize."
Yeah.
And then I feel great, and it's a wonderful time. And I would have to kill the trampoline because
Okay.
it's
You
a.
guys are crazy. Who would ever
It's a
kill a
trampoline.
I
trampoline?
wouldn't want to, but if these are my choices,
No.
But you can't have a conversation with a trampoline. You can't have pillow talk with a trampoline.
I mean, you're just because you're filled with ecstasy from jumping up and down,
Yeah.
or other things that Glass Joe's doing.
Look, it's not for talking, it's for fun.
That's all it's for.
But
Yeah.
how much
It's
fun
for
can
jumping.
you have with a trampoline? I mean, well, you have a high stamina.
Again-
so
I
that
mean,
makes
again,
sense.
Have you ever been projected into the air like
I-
a god?
I've
See,
I've been on
Of all
trampolines.
the times you say you grew up in Brooklyn, it was never more clear to me that you grew up in Brooklyn until you asked the question, how much fun can you have
Yeah.
on a trampoline? Which is a sentence I've literally never heard in my entire life in any language.
Listen, I know you can have a lot of fun. I had it for years. We used to jump on this kid's trampoline, but I'm an old man now.
No offense, but you're a little heavy. Maybe you didn't get the full effect of the tramp.
No,
I'm
this
not
is
trying
back
to
when
be
I was like
offensive.
12. I was a tall, skinny lad back then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
now
you were 115 pounds.
maybe.
Oh,
me
we
and
should have
Calvin-
fought.
If me and Glass Joe or Calvin went on a trampoline, you know how sometimes you do if you land at the same time or right after it.
Oh, I know.
I would fling Calvin 40 feet in the air at this
Yeah.
point.
I mean, I have fun on trampolines. I'm not
Right.
saying I don't have fun on them, but I also wouldn't want
But
to
he
spend the
thinks
rest of my
fucking
life.
Samus is more fun.
I would rather have sex with Samus than have sex with the trampoline or whatever, bounce and jerk off on a trampoline.
Well,
I don't really know.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!
It's
Nobody's
a,
bouncing.
It's a
and jerking
trampoline
off.
made of blob. I mean, having sex with an actual trampoline. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, that would be
Right.
no one could have. No, come on, let's be reasonable.
Like
If
we
you
had-
cut a hole in the middle of the trampoline, right, and then then you have
No,
to have.
but then does that ruin the trampoline?
well, no, you have to have good body control, and you go in and you just penetrate on the
You
down.
crush your dick.
You would crush
No,
your
you-
dick.
no,
Unless
you-
the trampoline was like
No,
10
you
feet high.
cut a small hole or whatever size hole you need.
no, but
and
your
you-
dick still has to go through it. And
Yeah, you just aim your shit.
And
You aim it.
for you to get anything,
Okay, but
that hole has
how-
to be tight enough to create friction. But also,
But also
the
you have to have,
material
like, a
touching your
2-inch
dick is
dick.
like cut cloth, like
Wait, hold on.
literally just like
yeah.
like a grater.
It is
Just-
a blob.
Also,
though.
have you
It's-
ever tried
it's
like,
like a cheese
slamming
grate.
into like a vagina? That doesn't work. That's like not safe.
Oh, this is not a vagina. This is a trampoline.
no, but like, you're
Look.
You pitching this makes me question if you've ever had an orgasm in your entire life of any kind, because the most basic dynamics.
Joe, we had the blob as a ladder on one of our choices a couple weeks ago, and it had there's some controversy there too. I think because we don't, we get it, but some,
less fun, more practical than trampoline.
yeah, like
I think most
They're
of us
both
married
with-
the ladder.
Paperboy
Yeah.
said he could use a ladder, so he'd.
Yeah.
hang
I mean,
on-
I married
in a
the
pinch,
ladder.
you could use trampoline as a ladder to get to high things.
but it's very
But
quick.
how you get back down?
Not as safe. Very quick.
jump
Land
on
on
the
the
trampoline.
trampoline.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's clearly never been on a trampoline.
I
And
mean,
I'm,
we gotta have it on
and
a
I'm the
trampoline.
one with brain damage.
So, very interesting. I mean, again, probably the most controversial topic in all of podcasting.
Listeners, you have to email on this.
yeah,
one.
let us
Please
know,
do.
listeners. Who would you wed by dead?
There's a lot of stupid choices.
Tell us who you agree with. Who would you?
Or if you have a different configuration.
or if you're
That's true.
racist, you also can write in.
yeah, who wants to kill Samus? Nobody. I mean, it would be pretty hard to.
yeah. No, Samus is pretty cool. I like
I'm
her.
just saying, somebody may want
It'd be
to.
difficult.
She's a boss bitch.
I know
Yeah,
she
hard
is,
to kill
but
her.
It'd be hard to. But just saying.
Yeah,
But-
good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, Killer.
Is there? You want to plug anything? Glass
Other than
Joe?
Glass
fight,
of Joe?
The fight.
So your wine.
The wine?
The wine.
Glass of
Oh, yeah,
Joe.
that's
right. Glass of Joe.
Verre of Joe.
My favorite comedian in New York while I'm here, Dave Kinney.
Oh yeah, he's very good.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow, yeah. How did you discover him?
It's the same way everyone else does. I just Googled awesome comedian and he came up with the first.
Nice.
Oh, that's amazing.
Just a real underrated genius.
Yes.
Probably not understood in his own time.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
But on Twitter.
Is he still alive? Okay, so he's still in his own time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
Okay.
right.
I also my brain damage allows me to see the future.
Oh, why did we not
of
get into
course.
this?
So
during the
many
podcast?
Next
so many
episode.
Next
downsides.
episode.
No one talks about the few upsides.
We gotta have Joe back one day.
But
okay.
Twitter handle at David Kinney KINNEY.
So you
Okay.
plug in Dave's Twitter.
Yeah, as you should. As
Very
you should.
nice.
Okay.
Very nice. So, Joe.
Joe.
Thank
Joe.
you so much.
Thank you so much,
This has
Joe.
been awesome. Such a legend. Such a thrill to have you in here.
Seriously, merci beaucoup.
Yeah, merci beaucoup. That means thank you.
Yeah. Au revoir.
As we should say to everybody else, au revoir, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Au revoir, enchanté.
Subscribe, like, do all that good stuff.
Yes.
All right.
Please 5 stars.
Peace.
Bye.